thoughtful bird. Having a slightly thoughtful bit. What do you think? Would you like some hand? Would you like a hand? Come on then. There you go, that's what it is. That's what we want. Afternoon, everybody. It's us. It's us. Bird. What do you think? Please don't poo. Sophie. Oh, I'm always feeding Con. That's what the noise is. What do you think? We're on the other crouch cam today. We're on the other crouch cam. The one that doesn't involve me sitting comfortably. What doing? Hello, hiya. Bird. Afternoon. Afternoon. Heidi hi. Heidi hi. Howdy ho. Yeah, we've got ahoy. Hey, look at this. All rolling in as one. Hey, hi. It's because you've all just watched the same ad for Call of Duty, isn't it? That's what's happened. Yeah, we are slightly thoughtful today. No ad, ace. Cool. You also got notified by Twitch. I know, it's almost as if like we're on a platform that has notifications at work. There, flag. The flag works, hey. So we've got our emotes have been approved. So today we have emotes. You can do like this. You can go semicolon, sorry. Well, that Y stick's a bit faint, isn't it? I might have to darken that up a bit. So yeah, you can go colon Sophie 188 and then flag, screm, Y stick, or heart, and you get these things. You get little emotes. I've got a lolly stick in my pocket with it all written on, but my hand is currently busy. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's yeah. It is a thing that subs can do, I think. I think it's a subscribers thing. Yeah, the flag could do with a little bit more, little less white and a bit more colour on it, couldn't it, I think? Because it shows you a the problem is I tried unlocking them. Oh, okay. Well, if you lock one with points for 24 hours. Right. Cool. Thanks for that, because I hadn't looked into that either. That has worked before. Oh, right, with the channel points. Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Bird. What do we think? Also, guy's cold. It's really. Yeah, well, I don't know about gambling with channel points. It seems a bit... I never know quite how I feel about gambling in general. I don't gamble personally because I'm trash when it comes to gambling. I mean, I gamble channel points on channels that I have them on for the giggle, but I don't personally myself gamble because I'm one of these people that would be momentarily good at it or have a little bit of success and then not be able to stop. Been to Las Vegas and not gambled a single cent. Nice. 300 and... Okay, that was weird. 320 channel points to unlock a random emote. Right, cool. 320, that doesn't seem like a lot. That seems like that, yeah. Can I change that figure? Can I change how many points it is? I'll have to have a look, because if I can change it, I can just make it really low. Yeah, totally. I never gamble because I'm afraid it will run away with me. Me too. Me too. I don't have that voice in my head of just like, okay, you have won something. Let's stop now. Let's go and get a nice cup of tea and have a sit down because you need to stop. I don't have that voice. I would just be like, hey, more, good at this, more gambling. Hello, bird. What doing? So yeah, I work around that to Las Vegas is horrible for asthmatics. Oh really? What? Too dry? Really dusty? The scrum's great, isn't it? We need a Bingles emote. So Nevada technically has strict smoking laws. Oh, I don't like where this is going. A friend of mine used to be a big fan of Las Vegas, would go every year, just with exceptions. Like, oh, here we go, yeah, with exceptions. We go, bird, what's these? Please don't poo, you're gonna ruin my coat if you poo. Exceptions include gambling establishments. Oh no, really? People still allowed to smoke indoors? Oh, grim. Oh. I mean, I've never been a smoker, but smoking indoors is nasty. Cuboid. She is. Well, it's a cold cuboid. It's one of those things. They tried perfuming it. Yeah, that's even worse, surely. That just makes it. That just like doubles the amount of disgusting, surely. Rather than pump it out and replace it, they just cold boid. Very good, very good. Yeah, we are. If I move into cube cam, there we are. There's cube cam. So it's double awful. That sucks. Ugh. It is amazing how popular bingo is. It is hell of a thing that bingo is popular. The weird thing is bingo doesn't really it's really weird because bingo isn't on. If I was drawing a Venn diagram of things that are gambling, I wouldn't put bingo in there, because when I grew up, bingo was a thing you did in church halls to raise money and that kind of thing. You know, your community did a bingo night to raise money for, you know, old folks home or something like that. You know, bingo in my mind is sort of like weird and wholesome and the thing your nana plays. You got an itchy foot? Yeah, haven't you? Penn and Teller, ace, cool. But yeah, like I know it is gambling. In my heart of heart, I know it is gambling because you see the ads on telly for, you know, these online bingo places, and it's 100% gambling. But bingo's more pay to play. Yeah. I don't know. In fairness, I don't think. I mean, in our hometown, I can remember a day when there were 3, maybe 4 bingo parlors, bingo halls. I don't think any of them exist now. One of them is a cinema. One of them, at least 2 of them have been knocked down. I played a gig in a disused bingo hall once. In like a bingo hall that had been like very cheaply converted to like a club. It was really grotty. It was probably one of the grottiest gigs I've played, but yeah, it was this thing called the Springbok or something it was called, and it was this pub club thing that had visibly been a bingo hall. It was so scabby. It was such a scabby gig. Hey, hello. Boo, are you going to get really upset and get all facey if we move over to crouch cam? Because this is killing my knees. My knees are exploding. Bringo better. Bringo definitely. Yeah. Come on, bird. Let's try our luck. Ready? Let's go over here because I've got a seat here and this doesn't make my knees explode. Did it have sticky carpets? The few bits of carpet that remained were very sticky, yeah. It smelt like cigarettes and regret. You know what I mean? Like, one of those buildings that you're in and you go, this is not a place of happiness. This isn't a happy place. And about a month after we played that gig, they tore it down and built some flats. They built like a bunch of like residential flats there. So best thing that could have happened to the Springbok, it was a crap hole. I think our band were one of the last bands to play there. So we killed it. You're welcome, everybody. We have old bars here. It smells cigarettes, fried fish, and old people. I know that smell. I know the smell you're talking about, 100%. It's like church halls have a very unique smell. And like libraries as well. It's just one of those places that if you were blindfolded, you go, I'm in a library, aren't I? I'm 100% in a library. You can just smell it. What do we think? Yeah, this is nice. This is crouch cam, you see. Crouch cam is far nicer because my knees don't fall out. The book smells nice though, and the book smell is comfy. The book smell is very comfy. Yeah, it's just a really... There's a another fantastic smell that just occurred to me. There's a shop in town that sells modelling stuff, like scale model stuff, not modelling as in, you know, photography. The train sets, slot racing like scale electrics, radio controlled cars, model paint, that kind of thing. Man, that place smells great. It smells like warm electric train and scale electric motors, slightly of oil and slightly of paint, and it's like kind of like a hobby shop. It's not explicitly a hobby shop. It's purely for model making, but oh man alive, it smells great. Really comfy smell. Just like if you want scale models and stuff, it's the only place in town, and it's been there. It's been there as long as I've been alive. I used to go in there when I was a very young man, and it remains completely unchanged in the 40 years that I've known it existing. Huge set of trains. Oh, I've always wanted a nice train set. I've always wanted a really nice layout, but we've got cats and they just Godzilla it. I did have briefly a little layout that I made, and Lily, one of our cats, totally Godzilla'd it one morning. So yeah, a little bit like an old machine shop smell. Yeah, definitely, because my dad used to run a machine shop, and yeah, that is a very comfy smell. Yeah, oil, hot metal, and electricity. Yeah, just a very comfy smell. Now look, I'm going to go into my right coat pocket now to get the lolly stick with the commands on it. Okay, so I'm not getting popcorn. There's no need to get. You're getting spooky. Don't get spooky. Look, it's a lolly stick. Yeah, popcorn time. Right. Okay. So for subscribers, I made this specially. For subscribers, we have emotes now. You can go. Missed me, wicked. You can go. That's a colon, isn't it? Not a semicolon, because a semicolon is a comma and a dot, isn't it? Yeah. You can go Sophie 118, flag, screm, heart, or Y stick, and you get the little emotes that are coming up. Yay! There you go. Turns out writing on these things with like a nibbed marker makes them go really weird. So yeah, flag, scram, heart, or Y stick. There you go. Or any combination of them. Oh, the emotes menu. Oh, ace. Yeah, of course. You can click the little. Is it the little smiley face thing down the bottom, isn't it? I think. I forget which side I'm on when I'm mirrored, but there you go. Oh, didn't work for that time. Subscribers and those with disposable points, yeah. You can search in the emotes menu. Ooh, that's good. And you can chain them as well. You can just go clunk 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 and spam them. The only one we've got remaining is the popcorn one. Hopefully the popcorn one will be moderated, will be approved by Twitch before the weekend. So we've got a popcorn emote. We've got a proper, no fooling, massive lump of popcorn emote. Bird. So when you get all weird and spooky about the popcorn, when you get all like, oh, you're going in your pocket, popcorn. I mean, that never happens, does it? I mean, I think we might need a Biggles emote as well, though. I think we might need a Biggles emote, and I'm gonna have to see if there's like a copyright-free image of a light aircraft or something. Hello, hi. You join us on Bumwarm Station because it's not very warm. She hasn't noticed. I cut my left finger just now, and I don't think she's noticed particularly. I've got. Is it? See, this is what I'm talking about. If you've got anything wrong with your hand or anything on your hand, she wants to correct. Okay, please don't biff the cut finger. Please do not biff the recently cut finger. This is classic Sophie. She's like, what's going on with your... Why have you got this on your hand? That's a bit tender, actually, because I cut it like a half hour ago. Okay. That's quite enough of that, thank you. That's quite enough of that. That was quite a big one. That is pointy, madam. In your surface area to strength ratio, whatever it is. I wish I paid attention more in physics. Quite strong, actually. Yeah, that tiny little aeroplane isn't quite Biggles. It doesn't say Biggles, does it? No. I think we might have to see if there's like a copyright, because like the image of popcorn that I've used is a copyright-free piece of clip art of just like a single piece of popcorn. So I'll have to see if there's some like Yeah, there was occasionally when you hear like a noise coming out of Honkington Hall, it's because Rory is feeding Con. Rory sometimes decides that like, oh hey Con, you're looking a bit hungry. Have some kibble, and just like bonks it into his mouth. No way, really? React with extreme violence. Yikes. Rats are weird. Like a friend of mine has a couple of pet rats, and they are spicy boys sometimes. They are spicy boys. It's one of those animals that I never had growing up. I never had oh, thank you. See, bird, you're lovely. You haven't pooed on me yet, so you are lovely. Yeah, definitely. They are. I mean, they are good. They are good friends. Oh, hang on. Take you to a local squirrel. The other kind of rats freak you out. I know what you mean. My mum's super freaky about rats, bless her. She is super freaky about rats. We've occasionally seen rats in our garden, and it's just like, oh no. You know, yeah, like domestic rats. But, yeah, but growing up, I never had, rodenty pets. I never had like a guinea pig or a chinchilla or a, mouse or that kind of thing. I never had any of those pets. I've never had a guinea pig or, you know, what's the other one kids always have? Guinea pig or a, I forget the other famous, like, traditional first pet. Yeah, I never had one. Never had one. They are... I know friends of mine... Gerbil, that's it, thank you. Gerbil, yeah, completely went out of my head. The word gerbil just completely disappeared from my memory. Yeah, okay then, we're off. Warm my hand up a bit. And avoid a capybara. Yeah, that's... I mean, such is my understanding of Pokemon. That's how that totally works, yeah. Hamsters, yeah, hamsters. A friend of mine has a hamster. He's a lovely little thing, but I just never... We had dogs when I was young. We had magpie hunting rat, yeah. We had, years ago, we had a rat in the garden, and I watched one of the wilds land on its head, and it stopped being a rat quite quickly. nature be metal. Hey, bird. Now, taking a risk here and offering you my plaster finger. I mean, nature is metal. When you see it actually happening, it's just like, oh, damn. That animal that I have been anthropomorphizing for years. In real life, surprisingly metal. Yeah, there was a mouse that, a mouse sort of wriggled through the gaps in the mesh and got into the crow's aviary. And it ended badly for the mouse. It ended very badly for the mouse. Just like, I mean, I'd say what have we learned today, but you need a head to be able to learn things. Yeah, that's the thing with hamsters as well. Like with that can of beastie, they just the. Yeah, the max took a calculated risk. Bird, what has? Where you going, bird? Hang on, we've got magpie business now. We've got noble magpie business. It's that weird thing today where it's quiet as well. It's quiet and cold. Just like, why'd you put your hammer in there? Also, we need to get you a different hammer. That's that hammer's gone a bit soft and crappy, hasn't it? And yes, we thought it would be funny to give Sophie a hammer because, you know. Yeah, red in beak and claw. Yeah, definitely. Surprisingly metal. That squirrel's back. That chunky squirrel is back. He's a thick lad, fair dues. And there's one over on the feeder as well. I've put a dish on the feeder. I've had to put a dish on the feeder because the fat block feeder was getting like just destroyed on a daily basis. So I've had to put a little bowl on the thing. I've had to put like a little bowl underneath it because like tons of it was getting wasted. Oh look, are we still doing the follower spam? Come on now. Let's get you on the block. How do we do that? There we go. Ban. Ban. There we go. What have we learned today? You need mods. I do need mods. I'm going to have to, yeah, open casting for mods. Bird, what doing? What doing? I tricked you then, didn't I? Yeah, I tricked you there. I put my hand behind you, not in front of you. And you're like, ugh! This corner's doing business all of a sudden. This little corner here has suddenly become the thinking corner. Become the squirrel viewing platform. So I heard you like squirrels. The clunky clonk noise you can hear is another squirrel completely destroying the fat block feeder. Yeah, he's collecting leaves for his nest somewhere. You just see them there. The squirrel is gathering leaves, I assume, to line his tray? Is that the right word for a squirrel nest? Oh, I see. Oh, we're being delicate, are we? We're taking one at a time. We're taking a single piece of kibble at a time now because we're delicate. We're delicate like a posh lady. We're taking responsible mouthfuls all of a sudden. Dre, thank you. I know it's sort of, it's a word your mind puts in there, and you'll go, yeah, that's definitely it. It is it, isn't it? Oh crap, is it? Sort of conversation with yourself. And we're inside. So yeah, this weekend's task is to triple line the walls of Sophie's aviary. We've got everywhere. Yeah, I know, right? Like her bedroom is insulated, But there always used to be a, let me get the light on, hang on a minute. That one, then that one, then press that. Right, okay. So yeah, this wall here and this wall here used to be covered by that lilac tree that we chopped down. So there was a spectacle biff coming there. I could see it out the corner of my eye. So yeah, so inside her bedroom there's a the inner wall, the other side of this inner wall is like that foam backed foil backed foam insulation before it goes on the outside. But it always used to be sheltered a little bit by a lilac tree that was in that corner. But the problem is the lilac tree was going very wonky and was falling over, was like pitching itself over by itself and blocking a lot of light from the back of Sophie's aviary. So we started to trim it, but then we realised that it was like gammy inside, it had gone rotten inside, so we cut it down. So we were a little bit concerned that it's now not as sheltered as it could be, in spite of the fact that there's there's a layer of wood, a layer of foam insulation, then another layer of wood between us and the outdoors. I'm going to put another sheet of plywood on the outside, just to give her a little bit more warmth. Because it's your bedroom and you're a little old lady now, aren't you? Okay, I guess I deserve that. Yeah, extra coziness, yeah, because it's already noticeably warmer in here than it is outside. But yeah, you get the impression it could, a little bit more draft proofing would be good. So we'll do that. That'd be a fun thing this weekend, wouldn't it? That won't cause you to honk yourself into another dimension or anything, bird. Regret proofing, yeah. Yeah, ow. So I've got a, oh, hi, thanks for coming. Cheers, chum. So I was on the phone to a local lumber mill where I get all of my wood from. And the sheets of plywood are like 2.4 meters by 1.8 meters. They're big old sheets of like marine plywood. And they were like, okay, when can you come and pick it up? So I drive a smart car. Are you joking? It's just like, I'm paying the tenner and you're delivering it. Come on now. Hello. So yeah, I paid another 10 quid on the end on the end of the bill, and they're dropping it over. They're dropping it over on Thursday. Right, those pieces of wood are bigger than my car. I would be bigger. I'd be 100%. I had plenty of downforce up until the moment that I didn't get any downforce whatsoever. Do you know anything about those IR thermometers? I have an infrared thermometer, and I also have a FLIR, one of those FLIR heat cameras as well. One of my things is waiting for like a big cold snap. I'm apparently slightly feverish and only one side. Oh, okay. That doesn't seem possible, does it? Yeah, Sophie is she's an imprinted rescue magpie. Magpie, he says. And she was hand-fed by a wildlife rescue volunteer, but in doing so became imprinted on humans. So wouldn't make it in the wild, so she lives with us. We already look after a crow and a rook in another aviary, so we're okay with corvids. Yeah, I hope you do feel better, but that's odd, isn't it? I'm feverish on one side. It doesn't feel like it's the sort of thing that... But yeah, earlier this year I bought one of those like little FLIR cameras that plug into your phone, and I'm going to chase all my cold spots around my house. I'm just going to wander around my house and go, why is that corner cold? Oh, because the seal on that window doesn't work, or that kind of thing. Okay, hang on. We looking to go out? Yep. Please don't poo. Please don't poo. Please don't poo. Please don't poo. Hang on, let's do this. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, I see. Spiders. I see. I can see what's happening here. Oh no, she stays outside. She, for the first, oh, there's one. Oh, that's a huge one too. Oh no. Oh, bird. The FLIR cameras are great, but they are totally Predator cam. You know, like, it's impossible not to start quoting Predator whenever you're using them. Oh, that's another one. Oh, those are really big spiders. So anyway, yeah, so the idea is put the FLIR camera on, wander around my house and look for all the bits that are drafty or leaking or cold for some reason and fill them up. Oh, bird. That spider had 2 days until retirement. Oh, yeah, so when she first moved in with us, when we first got her, she lived indoors for the first winter that she was an adolescent. And I built an aviary in our box room, in our spare bedroom. And then in the summer, she you could say that retirement came early, yeah. And then in the spring the following year, I built this aviary, and she was helped to move in. There we go. There we go. Everyone gets a leg. Tasty. Tasty. Bird. Let's change cameras. Hang on. You see, you're adorable. People are saying you're adorable, even while you completely knack a spider live on camera. You eat a live spider live on camera. People go, oh yeah, you know, oh, she's lovely. Yeah, so the aviary is custom built for Sophie in that we have two aviaries. We've got an aviary back there with injured wild birds that we also look after. And their aviary is more hoppable, it's more accessible because it's important to hop around. But Sophie's is more, she has perches in the corners and the rest of the time is for is for flying around it. But yeah, it's got to the point now that she has regular magpie friends. She has 2 magpies that live in a tree the other side of the garden that visit her every day. And I've actually made perches for them. Like some of the perches in that little pile there, like we call her living room because it's where she hangs around mostly. Quite a lot of those perches extend out into the garden only by like 4 or 5 inches or something like that. So the wild magpies can come and sit with her, and they don't have to do the clawing on the mesh. They can just sit calmly and hang out. And she does. She acts like an aunt. Most of the magpies that come into our garden, at some point, Sophie would have fed when they were young. She doesn't have any children of her own, but Robotron is raiding with a party of 81. Robotron, thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, my God. Let me get Sophie so it's not just some fat lad talking. Hang on a minute. Welcome. Hey, everybody. Here she is. This is Sophie the Magpie. Sticks. Bird, let me move the seat. There we go. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. So yeah, this is Sophie the Magpie. She's a rescue magpie we look after that has now decided to completely disregard me. Hang on, let me put you on jiggly cam. Hey, yeah, bird. Bird, look. Oh, don't do a poo. People are watching. Oh no. Don't poo, bird. So Sophie lives with us in this aviary. And she is a imprinted rescue bird. Bird, what doing? What doing, bird? We got raided. Come on, look sharp. People are here. People are watching. Or get some lunch and be weird about it. Yeah, that's fine too. Imprinting is, you know, that thing where people say that the first face that birds see when they hatch is what they think is their people. It's a little bit more complicated than that. It's the first beings they see in like like the first week of their life is what they eventually become used to seeing. So imprinted means that Sophie thinks that humans are friends rather than things to avoid, you know, like a wild magpie would. So it means she wouldn't make it in the wild. She's not disabled in any way. She's, you know, she's A1, but because of she thinking that humans are... Look, you're getting into a tangle with this. Look, let me just move this out of the way, and then you can carry on biffing it. So yeah, the imprinting would put her at a distinct disadvantage in the wild. She wouldn't be able to make it in the wild. So I am Mr. Sophie, and I've been Mr. Sophie for 11 years now. Hey, you're very welcome, don't worry. Totally cool. Yeah, she's been with us for 11 years. And, yeah, so I haven't gone on holiday or gone anywhere for 11 years. Sophie. Her feathers are beautiful now, yeah. Now she's sorted them. Now she's molted all of her feathers and tidied herself up. Wait, okay, do you want a bit of salad with that? So what she's doing there is she's biffing dried meat off this, which is pretty much used up now. There's a little bit left. Bird, what do you think? To look whilst working. I know, right? It's pretty great, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, you got some colours as well. There you go. Should we go back onto crouch cam? Ready? Hang on. That one. That one. So yeah, we call this one crouch cam because it's... Ordinarily, I'd be crouching here, but I've got a little seat because I'm ancient, you know. What are we doing? At least the raid people missed the spider incident just now. So. What are we doing, bird? Bird? Birbo. What doing, bird friend? And now, mass. No. What are we doing? Yeah, we were in the bedroom earlier, and there are some spiders in the bedroom. And there now aren't spiders in the bedroom. They're in here. They're in a nice big tubby magpie belly, aren't they? Yeah. The way we used to have spiders, but do not now. Hey, that's all right, isn't it? All nice and full up now. Oh yeah, magpies eat spiders, yeah. Spiders are actually rich in big things for birds. Most birds eat spiders. They're rich in like calcium and a whole bunch of like vitamin. I think, if I remember rightly, vitamin D as well. What noises do magpies? Well, magpies are actually very vocal little birds. And of course now Sophie won't make any noise at all. But yeah, they're classified as songbirds. And most of the noises you hear magpies make on a daily basis are just like the honky squirts they make to alert each other and that kind of thing. And so the noises Sophie makes now are the sort of conversational noises that magpies make to each other. But normally you can't get close enough to be able to hear them. Hey, bird. It's Sophie out of Lane Forest. I know, it's Biggles. We can hear him too. Yeah. We haven't had a woo on stream for a long time. Woo is the noise magpies make when they're very, very happy with something. So, and we get woo sometimes, but not very often. Woo is very reserved. Well, there isn't a lot of sort of data for magpie age ranges. The average sort of going rate for a wild magpie, you know, one that's sort of like, is there some of the classification with feet structure? Is it? Ooh. That's interesting. I did not know that. Not if they sing well. Well, that seems like it should be like called feet bird or bird feet or something like that. Bird feet, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, there isn't a huge amount of data for age ranges. a wild magpie, about 12, 15 years, something like that. But you got to remember, they are eating junk off the side of the road and fighting with other magpies every day and that kind of thing. Got some emails. The oldest magpie, the only oldest known magpie on record was, I think, 22 or something when some sod shot it. So they're, as you can see, they're a reasonable size. Passerines, which are mostly based on feet. No way, really. So what? It's the local man does weird bird shape. It's that, is it? Talons. Yeah. I know bird stuff. Who says I don't? Hey, this one? Would you like a thoughtful hand here? That's the crows yeeting their food bowl. Yep. I think Rory might have a little bit of mood. Okay, we're going to move that slightly. That's fine. See, here we can see a bum warm happening. That went well. I think that went really well. 3 forward, 1 back. Story of my life. Grand beady. Yeah, we've got beady. Our Australian friends have baby magpies. Yeah, get out of it, Metal Dish. Don't have that. Whoop whoop. Ah, Dame Hat, that's ace. We need more beady pics. Yeah, well, that Metal Dish is just one of her toys, and it clearly didn't want to be there anymore. It clearly didn't want to. It clearly looked better on the floor. Yeah, we tried to bring her toys. Like every couple of days, I bring her something to see and play with and that kind of thing. It takes a couple of days for the novelty to wear off. It goes in cycles with Sophie. Something's great, and then like 48 hours later, it's trash. What you doing, bird? Yeah, see what we have here is there's a little bit of a gap there, but she's considering a bum wall. And in the proper winter, what she'll do is she'll press her belly against my hand. She'll fold her feet up into all of that fluff. Yeah, measure the size of toy before, because otherwise you get stuck in the rupee event and you look an idiot. And yeah, what she'll do is she'll slowly sink downwards onto your hand, and then sometimes fall asleep because she just, it gets warm and comfortable. And that's your lot. That's all she wrote then, isn't it, bird? Sophie. Yeah, so a little while ago, I brought some wooden toys, little wooden sort of gemstone rupee things for her to play with. And I didn't really pay attention to the size of them, and it turns out they're too big for her to hold. So, warm mammal, yeah. The pros of mammal ownership. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is like what we do this time of year as well is when we're cleaning the aviaries. Incidentally, I saw a question go past just now about how much work it is to keep the aviary clean. Not very much, really. You just give it a scrub every day, give it a hose down, make sure all the bowls are brought in the house and scrubbed in hot water and that kind of thing, and everything's fine, She's drifting off. Bird, come closer. Hang on, let me put the phone down. Put the phone down here for a minute. Oh, jiggly cam. Oh, no. Oh, this is going really well. Loads of people are watching. There we go. So that there. There we are. There's crouch cam again. Let's adjust the camera ever so slightly. There's crouch cam. No kissings. Get off me, weirdo. So yeah, I bought these wooden baby toys because if it's safe for like a 3-year-old, it's safe for a magpie. And the look of disgust, the look of, she tried to pick one of them up and just sort of went, what were you thinking about? This is crap. This is trash, and you are trash. One of Sophie's big things is if she doesn't like a toy, but doesn't really have any strong feelings about it, she'll put it somewhere and then ignore it. If she wants to show me that she actually hates something, what she'll do is she'll put it in her mouth, look me in the eye, and then just let it fall out of her mouth. So she just goes. And just like, right, okay, yep. She'd love some gemstones. Well, it's funny you say that. She has one. I think she stashed it somewhere. Where is? Is it next to the bobbin? Because like one of her toys is like a bobbin from a sewing machine. Yeah. Wooden baby toy. Is your baby wooden? I think she stashed it somewhere, but she does have. Ages ago, like years ago, I was in a miss me? Do you miss me? Yeah, you miss me. Ages ago, I was in a craft shop and they had these plastic diamonds, and they're always a good bet. They're always quite a safe bet of toy. Oh, bird. Yeah, a little while ago, I bought a big bag of M12 nuts for a thing, and I thought, oh, Sophie might like them. It's nice and big, she can't choke on it, bright, has surfaces that she can grip, that kind of thing. She played with it for a day and then it just completely disappeared, and I've not seen it since. So a wild magpie has stolen it, quite possibly. But then a wild magpie years ago, oh, you know, I said she missed me. She didn't miss me, she got me. Children's play coins are quite good. She's got a £2 coin there. I've been pooed on. My nice clean trousers are no longer nice and clean. Bird. What bird? I've been pooed on. Yes, my nice clean trousers. But that's what happens. That's good luck for the rest of the day. Were that true, I would have good luck every day, because I get pooed on most days. Most of the time I get pooed on. But yeah, a little while ago, like a couple of years ago, we found a doll's head in here. Like a tiny little child's plastic doll head. No hair on it. Someone had pulled all the hair out. But and yeah, it seems like a wild magpie had dropped off some toys. And it's really creepy. It's a really creepy. It's got a painted on face, and it's got one of those sort of like really serene faces on it. And as you realise, against TOS, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that would work really well. Why are you appealing this ban? It was a revenge pooing for the yeah. It's a very complicated story of revenge. Magpies do trade gifts, yeah. Magpies, as part of their courtship, that's always a really weird word to say, they will bring each other gifts. Because they're very clever people, you know, they are, you know, you're dealing with an animal that's at least dog level intelligence. So like toddler toys, Sophie can understand. She understands how like the bolt on the door works and that kind of thing. No, it's here in the UK. It's illegal to knowingly release imprinted animals. It's considered against the law. So no, so she doesn't fly free. But also she's never once sort of like exhibited any signs that she wants to be quote unquote free. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those sort of situations where if I thought she was unhappy here, I wouldn't do this kind of thing. I wouldn't do like Twitter feeds and... Are we done with this? We're not done with this. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't do Twitter feeds and live streams and stuff like that if I thought she was in any way upset or anything like that, you know. But yeah, oh, hang on. Wild magpies do come to visit. Let me show you, hang on. While she just shows everybody her bum, like that. What we've got is... oh, blimey. Excuse the light aircraft, we live... oh no! So yeah, so this is Sophie's living room. This is like one of the corners, because that's where we were with my old man seat. And yeah, so that's where we were. But over here, this is Sophie's living room. And we've got, you can see like this perch here extends out into the garden. Not by much, but by enough. And oh, my hand is also covered in bird poo. Hang on a minute. Yeah. So yeah, so what happens is the wild magpies can come and sit, and they do. They sit on these perches here. There's another one down there, and there's another one. Where's the other one? There's another one there, and there's another one on the far side over here, like this one here. This one here extends out into the garden as well. And yeah, so her friends come to visit and sit with her. And like 3 or 4 years ago, she wasn't very well for a week, and her magpie friends just came and sat with her. Like didn't start any crap or anything. Just sat there and kept her company all the time. It was lovely. It was very wholesome. But yeah, you did see a tambourine, which amazingly still works. I mean, considering all the junk that gets shoved in these things, or like the raw meat and I'm going to eat that in 3 days' time stuff that happens to this, that it works is quite good. There's also a xylophone, which does very little business. That does very little business. Gross tambourine meat. Yeah, the grossest meat is in here, is in the jerky factory. This is like a chewy dog, one of those like dog toy rope things. And Sophie likes to squidge raw meat into that. And every sort of like month, I cut it out and replace it with another one, because it just becomes this sort of like pulsating, jerky grossness machine. But that's not a problem for your magpie, is it? Hmm? Oh, huge stretch, yeah. Okay, we're doing all the stretches, are we? I love the way we get cops and Biggles at the same time. That's always great. Weird leg stretch. Gourmet, yeah. Beat your meats. Oh no, oh no. When you say like pulsating jerky grossness machine, I always imagine it saying in like John Peel, and that was pulsating jerky grossness machine there, their upcoming 7-inch. We've also got over here, this is her dining room kitchen area, where there is the kibble that she eats or doesn't, like the mealworms and beefy strip and things that she eats, another water bowl, and then there's the warp tube. The warp tube is just a piece of guttering, as you can see, just attached to there. But it means she can stash food in there, and also I can put food in there for her. Trifecta, watching it. Yeah, chunky squirrel, Biggles, and Sirens. Right, pause. Never fit on a marquee, love. What do you think, bird? And here we are back at Crouch Cam. Again, please don't poo on me. You have to be in the right mood for Crouch Cam, otherwise Crouch Cam is... What do you think? Yeah, should we show you the crows as well? Hang on, let's Apparently someone who married herself in Brazil is now divorcing because she met someone else. I have questions. Isn't that the very definition of a bizarre love triangle though? Isn't that like? So yeah, over in the other aviary, we've got. So yeah, across the garden there is another aviary with, believe it or not, 2 birds in there. Not that you can see; you can only see one at the moment. But yeah, we also look after a rook and a crow. Yeah, is this a love triangle if you're 2 of the points of it? Whew. So many questions. So many questions. So yeah, over in that aviary, we look after injured wild birds. We've got a rook and a crow that we look after long term, and the rook have the how do you tell a rook apart from a crow apart from a raven? Really easily. If you look at a crow and you go, that's a crow. If you look at a crow and go, Jesus, look at the size of that crow, that's a raven. That's the easiest rule of thumb. But up close, they have more beak. Yeah, they have more top beak, if you like. The angle between like where their beak ends and their forehead starts, if you like, is more of a straight line with ravens. And ravens are like double the size of crows. So if you do ever find yourself next to a raven and you go like, yeah, that's 100% a raven, that's not a crow. So yeah, the rook, Rory, has like the bird equivalent of clubfoot, if you like. There is a posh name for it, but it's the bird equivalent. What happens is, if you imagine her feet, imagine like her front feet and her back claw does that. So it would put her at a disadvantage in the wild because she can't grip onto things for very, very long. And the crow, Con, unfortunately, someone shot him in the shoulder with an air rifle. Someone just took a pot shot at him and shot him with an air rifle and broke his shoulder. And with birds, if you break your shoulder, that's pretty much it, really. That's game over. It's one of those joints that never really fixes. So, yeah, so they need long-term care, and they get that here. What do you reckon, bird? Hey, there's Ducky down there. How did Ducky get on the floor? Look. Years ago, I bought a rubber duck. I bought Sophie a rubber duck thinking it would, make for a funny picture. She quite likes Ducky, actually. Ducky does business. Yeah, who does that? Scumbags. Scumbags and assholes take pot shots at wild birds. Unfortunately, people who aren't very nice. What do you think, bird? That's rapidly becoming your sofa, that, isn't it? Nice mossy log. Shovel of ducks. What do you think, bird? Oh, more weird stretches. And also, as you can see, she has her own computer. This is the server she uses to do most of her social media from. Birds can be very noisy, yeah, 100%. I mean, you want to hear Rory and Con next door when they're in full-on honk mode. You'll know. Or if a cat walked past their aviary, you can definitely tell. Bird, that tail, bird. Yeah, they might well have been Harry Potter fans. There was a massive uptick in egg theft because if you successfully stole owl eggs, you could sell them on for a decent amount of money. Unfortunately, the owl trade is, I think, still remains quite lucrative. She's mostly normally this chill. She does have moments when she's not chill. If something's annoying her, or by something I mean me most of the time. Good. Or if she can see the female, my girlfriend, if she can see the female in the window or something like that, there's spice. There is spice there, because Sophie and the female get on fine if I'm not involved. If Sophie can't see me, Sophie and the female get on brilliant. But the moment Sophie can see me, the female needs to go away. The female needs to go away right now. And I don't know whether you've ever dealt with an angry, slightly jealous magpie, but it's quite pecky. It's quite pecky. It has views. Yeah, with a prominent beastie. Yeah, definitely it is. Yeah, yeah. No threesomes. No threesomes. There is not a. Yeah, there's no triangles in this relationship. The female needs to go away quickly. That kind of, there is pecky. I have been pecked. The weird thing with Sophie is, like, I've said this before on the stream, but I let her nibble like the tip of my nose and that kind of thing. I never lose sight of the fact that she could cut it off. If she wanted to, she could just snip the tip of my nose clean off in one go. I trust her to not do that, but I know her body language. So if her body language was tight and aggro, you can see when they're in an aggressive mode. Like cats, the cats go all thin and spiky. Birds do a very similar thing. And if she was doing that, then I wouldn't go in for a kiss, because I'm liable to get decked. But come on, bird, let's do the lolly stick, because Lucky Old Baddie's got to go back to work. You coming for the lolly stick? You coming for some production values? Help me out here. Right, gang. Thanks for your company today, and thanks to Robbo for the raid, and hi to everyone, all our new friends. Normally there's a bird involved with this as well. These are the production values. You know what I mean? Rather than spend ages trying to make Twitch do overlays, I just write it on a lolly stick. It's, it doesn't crash, does it? Let's go down. Have a look. Okay, gang. Look, if you've just stumbled across us on Twitch and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is @bree. And there's a Discord and a wiki you can get involved in if you want to. Or if you prefer, you can just Google Sophie the Magpie. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming. We do these every lunchtime, 12:45 UK time. And on Saturdays, we do a bigger one with popcorn and more crapping on about biscuits and half-remembered fizzy pop and that kind of thing. So we'll see you all soon. Cheers, everybody. Stay safe. Bye for now.